Rolls-Royce's most gripping story, the engines that reshaped our skies. What if the fate of nations, the very shape of our modern world, and how we travel the skies all came down to the relentless brainpower of just one company? Imagine an engine born in a moment of pure desperation that could literally snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. This isn't some made-up tale. This is Rolls-Royce. Today, we're not just talking fancy cars. Oh no. We're exploring a truly gripping story, how Rolls-Royce's daring engine innovations didn't just alter our skies, they built a legend. Get ready to see how Rolls-Royce didn't just build engines, they engineered the future of flight itself. Section 1, from luxury cars to aerial necessity. It all starts not up in the clouds, but down on the roads of Britain, way back in 1906. Charles Rolls, an aristocratic motoring pioneer, and Henry Royce, a meticulous, self-taught engineer, teamed up. What brought them together? One shared obsession: perfection. Rolls-Royce quickly became the name for top-tier cars, known everywhere for incredible quality and reliability. But that smooth hum of luxury cars, it was about to be drowned out by the roar of war. The outbreak of World War I threw down a new, urgent gauntlet. Britain desperately needed powerful, dependable aircraft engines, and fast. So the government turned to Rolls-Royce, a company that knew absolutely nothing about planes at the time. But in a flash of the brilliant thinking that would make them famous, they delivered. The Rolls-Royce Eagle engine, a 12-cylinder beast, appeared. This thing didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. It powered the Vickers Vimy on the very first non-stop flight across the Atlantic in 1919, a massive achievement that suddenly made the world feel a whole lot smaller. And believe it or not, this was just the warm-up act for an even bigger legend. Section 2, the Merlin, forging victory in the skies. Fast forward to the 1930s, as the world was again charging towards a global conflict, the need for superior air power was crystal clear. Out of this intense pressure cooker, the legendary PV-12 project, later known as the Merlin, was born. This 12-cylinder, supercharged marvel wasn't just any engine. It was destined to become the very symbol of Allied air power in World War II. But getting it there, that was a whole other story. Early Merlin development was a tough ride, full of frustrating setbacks. We're talking failing gears, cooling systems that just wouldn't cooperate, and combustion chamber designs that seemed to go nowhere, all while the clock was ticking. But the Rolls-Royce team, obsessed with getting it perfect, just wouldn't quit. They tweaked, redesigned, and re-engineered, pushing the Merlin until it consistently pumped out over 1,000 horsepower with rock-solid reliability. And boy, did that dedication pay off! The Merlin became the thumping heart of iconic planes like the Supermarine Spitfire and the Hawker Hurricane. Its incredible high-altitude performance was a game-changer during the critical days of the Battle of Britain, giving British pilots the crucial edge they needed to outfly the Luftwaffe and save their country. The Merlin's roar, that became the sound of pure defiance and hope. As the war got more intense with British factories under nightly bombing, Rolls-Royce made a really smart move. They licensed the Merlin to Packard in the United States. This team up across the Atlantic? Genius. American mass production kicked into high gear, churning out over 55,000 Merlins between 1942 and 1945, a vital supply line that kept Allied air power on top. Maybe the most amazing glow-up was the North American P-51 Mustang. It started as a pretty underpowered plane, but stick a Packard-built Merlin in it? Suddenly, it was an unstoppable beast. It had the legs and the muscle to escort bombers deep into enemy skies, completely flipping the script on the air war. Like one observer said, the Mustang fitted with a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine became the world-beating aeroplane it was. Section 3, Beyond Propellers, the Jet Age and a Glimpse of the Future. But here's the thing, even before the Merlin was making its full impact, Rolls-Royce was already thinking ahead, pushing other limits. Back in the 1930s, their R engine, a direct ancestor of the Merlin, believe it or not, had powered the Supermarine S-6B seaplane to win the Schneider Trophy. It didn't just win, it smashed world airspeed records, showing everyone the kind of raw power Rolls-Royce could unleash. Then World War II ended and a brand new era took off, the jet age. And Rolls Royce, they weren't about to sit back and relax. They switched gears with incredible speed and vision. They came up with game-changing jet engines like the Avon and the Conway. These became the powerhouses for the first wave of commercial jetliners and seriously impressive military jets. Rolls-Royce wasn't going anywhere in this new chapter of flying. Later on, their Trent series of engines would become the absolute backbone of modern wide-body airliners, proof of decades of nonstop innovation. Flash forward to today, the 21st century, Rolls-Royce is at it again, making the seemingly impossible possible with the UltraFan. And this isn't just another engine, it's a bold statement. With a massive 140-inch fan diameter, it's the biggest jet engine on the planet. But its size, that's only half the story. The UltraFan is an efficiency wizard, set to be 10% more fuel efficient than the Trent XWB, which is already a world beater. How'd they do it? Think space age stuff. Advanced carbon titanium fan blades, super light composite casings, next level ceramic matrix composites, and a totally new power gearbox. And here's something really important. Sustainability is baked right in. The UltraFan is designed to run on 100% sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, from day one. That's a massive leap towards the airline industry's big goal, net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Its adaptable tech means it could power all sorts of planes, from narrow body to wide body, for years and years. Building the UltraFan meant tackling some seriously tough challenges in materials and engineering, really stretching what we thought was possible. Like Rolls-Royce CEO Tufan Ergin-Bilgic put it, hitting full power with our UltraFan demonstrator sends a strong message that Rolls-Royce is at the cutting edge of innovation and technology, leading the way in the transition to more efficient and sustainable aviation. And recent news backs this up. Tests are ongoing for both big wide-body planes, that's the UltraFan 80, and future single-aisle jets, the UltraFan 30. So it's definitely on track to hit the market. From the Merlin that helped win a war to the UltraFan that's changing the game for green flying, Rolls-Royce's story is just packed with mind-blowing moments. So, which of these sky-high innovations grabs you the most? Tell us in the comments, and if you're into amazing engineering stories and tech that literally changed history, do us a solid. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ding that bell so you don't miss what we explore next. The story of Rolls-Royce in aviation really is an incredible tale of non-stop innovation. It's a story born out of tough times, driven by a flat-out refusal to accept good enough. Whether it was the Merlin's roar echoing through wartime skies or the UltraFan getting ready to shape a greener future for flying, Rolls-Royce has always dared to turn impossible into done. They haven't just built engines, they've engineered history, showing us over and over that real greatness comes from always chasing perfection. Actionable steps for viewers. Pursue relentless improvement. Never settle for good enough. Constant iteration, innovation, and raising the bar leads to breakthroughs. Adapt to unimaginable challenges, embrace change and emergencies as opportunities to transform and push the limits of what's possible. Blend tradition with vision, leverage hard-earned expertise while always looking for the next big leap in technology and application. Share knowledge and collaborate. Form strategic partnerships, even with competitors or across countries, to accelerate innovation. Prioritize sustainability. Integrate future-focused, eco-friendly solutions into everything you do. Think beyond today's needs. Invest in advanced materials and methods. Explore cutting-edge science and materials as technological edges drive new engines and solutions. Focus on reliability under pressure. True excellence isn't just performance, but being unbreakable when the stakes are highest. Celebrate engineering teamwork. Acknowledge that legends like the Merlin and UltraFan are results of collective brainpower and shared obsession. Serve a larger purpose. Don't just focus on the technical win. Think, how can my work contribute to society, global connection, and a better tomorrow? Never forget your roots. Even as you innovate, honor the legacy and values that made you great. Perfection, collaboration, and bold moves. 5 iconic Rolls-Royce aviation quotes that changed the company forever. The quality will remain long after the price is forgotten. Sir Henry Royce. Take the best that exists and make it better.